And we're live. I'm Zane Daniel. I am the creator and the director of the Higher Self Expo. And today I'm joined by Zoe Pennant, who I'm super excited to have with us. She's going to be giving a talk. We have it on Sunday, right? Okay. Yeah, the schedule
Yeah.
still hasn't been released yet, but it will be. We're still working some details out, and I'm sure we'll be doing that for the next couple of days or so. But the Higher Self Expo is a online metaphysical conference. In this case, it's going to be over 2 days, and we've got 22 speakers, or actually 22 slots, and a couple of the speakers will be multiple people. And we're going to have light workers and channels, astrologists, and also people that are working hard on actually transforming our society. So this is going to be a fun mix of fantastic people. I'm super excited about it. I've been very impressed with the people that I've been interviewing so far and the ones that are yet to come. So I would highly recommend that everybody jump on to our website, higherselfexpo.com, and register there. You'll be added to the mailing list, and each day from now until the talk, the expo itself, which is September 12th and 13th, we'll be posting a feature about each of the speakers so you can learn a little bit more about them. There'll be links to these interviews so you can get to meet them yourself. So I highly recommend everybody do that. And so I would also like to go ahead and introduce Zoe, and I would like for her to introduce herself so that everybody knows who you are and what your background is.
Hi everyone. I'm Zoe Pennant, and my background is all around the oneness of all and connecting with the universe. So not just humans, but insects, animals, fossils, connecting with everyone and being able to embrace this world that we live in, embrace this society that we live in, and being able to share not just experiences, but share our energy together to be able to move forward and to move the energy in the way that, not that it needs to, in the way that it flows for us to be able to have a better understanding of why we're here on this earth. So I do that by sharing meditation. So I do Tibetan meditation, and I've been doing that for like over 20 odd years now. And meditations allowed me to connect with my inner self, allowed me to find that channel within and to be able to share that. So quite a while ago, a spiritual teacher gave me the name, the Sage. You're the Sage, you're the Sage. And I embraced that. And I realized that I'm not just a sage. We are all the sage. We all have the sage within us. So that's where the sage oneness came in. And I do a lot of work and meditation and coaching on finding that inner you and finding yourself. So that's what I do. I do many other things. We have a lot of labels, as we know. Yeah. But that one is the one that anchors everything else that I do around that, the meditation.
Very good. Yeah, and that totally makes sense. We all have, like you said, well, I don't know if you said it exactly like this, but we all have multiple labels. We all wear many hats. Yeah, I'm the director, but I'm also a light worker, and I write a comic book, and I have a YouTube channel, and we just do all these amazing things because what we want to do is we want to help the world, right? We want to do what we can to help people ascend and have amazing lives because we have amazing lives. That's at least how I feel, and that's actually kind of what the theme of this expo is all about, is envisioning our 5D society. So we're trying to help people not only prepare themselves for what the 5D society might bring and what it might look like, but also to actually imagine how it will be and how it will look and how it will feel. Because if anything, we know that manifestation works through visualization. It's a vision board, essentially, of this new society that we are excited to move into. So, and that is to a great degree of what your talk is about. So I'd love for you to jump into that a little bit for us.
So my talk's going to be about how race fits in to the 5D ascension or dimension, whatever you like to call it. And I'm really excited to share this dialogue, presentation, whatever you want to call it, because it's something that it's important to the sense of what does race mean to us? What does race mean to us? And where does that fit in? And I love the way that you say about the 5D, the future. What does it look like? Because we know that whatever we manifest through energy, the energy can flow into that. So I'm really excited to share how does race fit into the 5D? And when we speak about that, culture, learnt behavior, the oneness of all things, meditation, all those things come into it. But what does it really mean to us? Yeah. And again, it's like planting a seed. When you plant a seed, you wait for the root to do its thing before the plant or the flower starts growing. But what happens with that seed? It starts with self. It doesn't wait for the other seed opposite to start growing and say, oh, I'm going to grow with you. I'm going to wait for you to make changes. And then I'm going to start growing when you grow. It does its own thing. So again, it starts with us. It starts with us to start that seed or plant that seed to start making changes. So the 5D conference that you're holding is very important. And it's just a privilege for me to be able to take part in this conference in September.
All right. Well, it's our honor to have you. And one of the things that I like to equate when someone says, well, what is a 5D society? Every once in a while that comes up, right? Somebody who's not as, in the know, I suppose, of what the 5D society looks like. And really what I say is right now we are living in a society, a 3D society, that is dominated by one emotion. And that emotion is fear. In a 5D society, the emotion that is the dominant one is unconditional love for all. And that's pretty big transition because we're talking about the lowest vibrational emotion almost going to the highest vibrational emotion almost. So it's not necessarily an easy, quick transition, but it is.
No.
Yeah, but it is an amazing one. And I think that it'll be really fun to see how you talk about race in that, because unconditional love for all, of course, definitely encapsulates, doesn't matter what race you are, all that matters is we are all together. So I'm excited.
Yeah. And I know you speak about the 3D, the 4D going into the 5D. And I'm going to be discussing that as well, because the 3D world keeps that structure in that 5D world of materialistic stuff. What we look like, what we don't look like, what our hair looks like, what, the color of our skin, that keeps us trapped in that 3D world. And I will be exploring taking away that structure of 3D world, and what would it look like in the 4 and the 5D society if we took that away. Just what would it look like? So it should be fun.
It's going to be really fun. I'm super excited. So, okay, so on the bottom of the screen there, you have your web address. What will people see if they go there?
So the sageoneness.com is all information with regards to not just meditation, personal development, finding your inner self, a spiritual platform where you can go to find more information of peace of mind, how to have peace within, and really being on that journey of finding self. Because I always feel that we live in this society of following a lot, following a leader, following this, following that. And when you follow a lot, you forget that, oh, hold on a minute, I've got an inner self that speaks to me. I have an inner self that tells me you know, I always say to people that our inner self is our doctor. If we've got a pain anywhere, it's the first thing that tells us, oh, our hand's hurting. Okay, I need to go to the doctor.
Right.
And then the doctor has to ask you, oh, where does it hurt? What's happening? So our inner self is our doctor. And again, we forget that because we have leaders to where we tend to follow a lot. So again, this page, the Sage Oneness, is about the inner you, a lot about meditation and just trying to live a de-stressed life,
Beautiful. Yeah, and it's interesting you were talking about having to go to a doctor instead of using your own inner doctor, because when that's kind of a 3D concept, right? We have leaders that we listen to and we obey, and we go to doctors that heal us, and we go to church where a minister tells us the word of God. But when we move into 4D, that's all inside, and then when we move into the 5D, that's all of us as a giant collective.
Yeah.
So perfect.
Got it in one. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So once again, if anybody would like to, please sign up at higherselfexpo.com to get on the mailing list. You'll find out the schedule and all the speakers and everything. And Zoe is one of our favorites already. And so definitely do that. And thank you, Zoe. I think that'll do it for us today.
Yeah. I will mention as well that I will be doing meditation towards the end as well, Tibetan meditation. So anyone that's, you know, loves to do meditation or haven't done meditation before, you know, I will be putting some techniques in place and breathing techniques and stuff. And so it should be fun.
And you're talking about that's at the end of your talk. So
so that will be at the end of the talk as well, to bring the oneness of race together.
Yes, I love it. All right. Well, thank you again. And
thank you.
And goodbye, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow, probably.
Yeah, and I will see you in September, guys. Thank you. All right, see you later. Bye.